So, simplify each expression. Part A, we have 2a over 9 multiplied by 3b squared over 5a squared. So our rules are multiply your numerators, multiply your denominators. So if you'd like to do that in this case, if I multiply out the top, I'm going to get 6a squared, sorry, not a squared, 6a times b squared over, in the bottom I'm going to have 45a squared. Then I need to simplify. I look at my numbers. Can you simplify 6 over 45? What number divides both of those? 3. So they both divide by 3, which would leave me with 2 on the top and 15 on the bottom. Do I have any variables that will simplify? Yes, the a and the a squared, which will leave me with an a on the bottom, and I would still be left with b squared on the top. So that's great. You can multiply your numerators, multiply your denominators. Anytime you see that you could simplify something early, you're free to do that. So for example, and I'll do this in a couple different colors, here at this stage, right at the beginning, I might see that I could cancel out the a with one of the a's on the bottom. I might also see, I'm going to change colors here, that the 3 and the 9 could simplify. 3 over 9 simplifies to 1/3. Yes, it does. Okay, if you simplify early, what are we left with? On the top, I'm left with 2 times 1 times b squared, which would be 2b squared. On the bottom, I'm left with 3 times 5 times a, 15a. Okay? It works as well. However, can you see that sometimes you might get a little bit messy in there and you might miss something? So you might like to multiply it out, or you might like to only simplify one thing at a time, just to avoid making errors. Okay? In this case, it wasn't bad to multiply it out. The numbers get a little bit bigger, 6 over 45. Maybe you want to simplify just the numbers and leave the variables for later. Part B. So again, we can multiply across the top, we can multiply across the bottom. Is there anything you see that would simplify really nicely? Is there any factors that are identical? There's an x plus 2 there and an x plus 2 there. So that might be something really nice to simplify at the beginning. If I just did that and I multiplied across the top, 2 times 5 is 10. I still have x squared and I still have x minus 4. On the bottom, if I multiply 3 times 8 is 24. X times x would be x squared. So I just simplified one thing. Now I'm going to look at my fraction. Can I simplify the numbers? Yes. What number divides both 10 and 24? 2. So I'd have 5 and 12 left. Can you see that these x squareds would now cancel? And we still have the x minus 4 in our numerator. I know that the answer keys at the bottom there state the non-permissible values. For me, I will ask you specifically to state non-permissible values when I want them. So this question just said simplify. This would be good enough. Okay? So try some of these. I'd like you to try 3, 5a, 6a and b, and 11a.